day. I thought we got out a little early day and got some good work in. Did some 2-minute work, which I thought was really good. We did that the last practice as well, just putting them in different situations, seeing how they react, maybe using our last plays and different scenarios. And it was kind of a controlled deal where coach could set up the different scenarios, but I thought we got a lot of work there. Got some work versus the defense, which is always good, and then obviously scout work for the first time, so that was good as well. Preparing for our opponent, which is 2 weeks from tonight. We're excited about that, but overall I thought we had great energy, great attitude, great body language. Everybody moved around well, and I thought we had a really good practice. Okay, questions?
Obviously, we just talked to Matt Lee. What do you like about the offensive line? How has that unit come together? Obviously, Matt's one of the returners. There's some new faces there as well.
Yeah, the veteran presence, I think, is something that sticks out to me. You know, you got a lot of guys, 3 guys back that obviously were playing here last year, and then the other 2 guys that we brought in played at their places. So we got some experience there. I think Coach Hand's done a really nice job of getting them all on the same page very quickly. They seem to communicate well, and that's through the first 2 groups, which is always big in offensive line play because it's easy to draw circles and letters up there and block this guy or that guy, but then when they change the defense or move after the snap, there's all kind of variables that play into that. So I think he's done a really nice job of putting that group on the same page. They're a blue collar group. They lace it up and go to work every day. There's not a lot of complaining, not any drama. I think that's exactly what you want out of your O-line.
2 weeks, you said, from the first game. How close do you feel like you guys are to naming the starter?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping we're closer and closer each and every day. We're really not ready to make that decision yet, I don't think. But I'll tell you what I've seen of both of them. I told you back in, I think, the spring, competition really brings out the best in everybody. And you can see that those 2 guys are really fighting their guts out, competing every day, and which is fun. That's fun to see because you see that sense of urgency. And now Thomas is coming along as well. And so the future's bright. I think they're both, Mikey and John Rice both, like I said, very competitive, very dialed into what we're trying to do. And obviously I think, you know, we can win with either one of them. There's no doubt in my mind. And at some point we'll have to make a decision, but that'll be the coach.
What stood out to you about each of the guys in these situation-based drills you've been running?
Yeah, I think we've taken care of the ball in both those situations, which is good. Like 2 minutes, I mentioned earlier, and we've given them different scenarios. Hey, we're down 3 or we're down 7, you know, this time or that time, no timeouts, 1 timeout. Just watching, you know, prepping them before we go out. Hey, if we're in this scenario, this is what we're thinking, okay? This is the yard line where we're at to kick a field goal. You want to take touchdowns or checkdowns. You don't want to turn the ball over or take a sack. You know, those scenarios, I think they've handled them well. And then when we go in and watch the film, it's always good to hear them talk it out, what was going through their mind. I like to do that a lot with guys. And, you know, we got 2 smart guys, really 3 smart guys at quarterback. They were the best players on their high school teams. They were played at other places, and they're smart guys that it means a lot to. So they do a great job preparing, and every day is an opportunity to learn, and they're taking advantage of that.
At this point in camp, why do you think, though, starter hasn't emerged? Coach Malzahn thought that by this point it would be more clear.
No reason, just hadn't decided yet. You know, I guess it's more than anything. I mean, I don't think there's a certain blueprint of when you got to have it done. I think it's just when you know, and of course you'd like to know last spring, but obviously we didn't. So I just think it's one of those things we want to give them as many opportunities as we can before we feel like we have to make a decision, and then go with it from there.